Hey, it looks like we're live. Come on, Santos, get it going, man. Let me see. Hey, we have a few viewers here coming on. Hey, Sam, welcome to the episode, man. Doing a little something a little bit different today here. Bear with me. This is the worldwide famous show. It is live today, right out of Stockton, California. This is your host, Santos Rolon Jr. Actually, we're thinking about changing the name to this program, but before I get started, it was suggested to me that I take on a subject that can be controversial a little bit. It can be, but we're going to talk about it. The pursuit of excellence. Now, are you are you interested in the pursuit of excellence? And what the heck does that mean, Santos? The pursuit of excellence. Exactly. What does that mean? And how are we going to get there? I'll give you a little hint. I believe this program is part of that pursuit of excellence. So, a couple of things I want to get over here. This is episode 81. We're gonna interact with each other today. We are gonna talk about this. Uh, Jim from Moto Motorized Bicycles brought this to my attention, and he said, "Santos, I think this is something that is very important. We should talk about it." So we're gonna discuss this. All right. So relax. Number one, relax. Do some deep breathing. Get yourself in a quiet place so that you can learn, right, and apply. You got to be relaxed, completely relaxed. All right. Now, I've got my I've got my notes. So whenever you give me a good thought, I'll take some notes. All right, my friends, let's get into this. Let's get some. What did I want to do here? First of all, it is Sunday. This is episode 81. I'm not doing the I'm not doing the Facebook thing. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to change the name of this program to, instead of the Sunday Night Alive Power Hour, I really wanted to be Interactive Sundays, Self Empowerment with Santos Rolon Jr. ISES. Interactive Sundays. Self empowerment. Supposed to be self empowerment. Let me see if I got that right. interactive self Interactive Self Empowerment Sundays. So I think that's what we're going to name it. Interactive Self Empowerment Sundays. All right. So uh, let me ask you again: are you interested in the pursuit of excellence? Okay, we're going to look at this a little bit. What the heck is it? And is it for you? Or are we just going to talk about problem gambling and what we did last week that maybe we shouldn't have done? No, I think we're going to go beyond that today. So welcome to the program, wherever you may find yourself around the world. It's a privilege and an honor to be here. Today's proverb, I'm going to get into this one real quick. Psalm 119:30 says, I have chosen the way of truth. Thy judgments have I laid before me. Very interesting proverb in the book of Psalms 119, verse 30. Something to meditate on, definitely. Um, Let me get the house cleaning. We're going to be back here on Sundays at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So bring a friend. Make sure to comment. Bring your mind like an open parachute. Bring a pen and some notes. All right. My phone number is here if you want to interact with me. Well, you're not going to be able to do it live, but there is a chat, an open chat line that you can actually send us a message over to soldiersofselfmastery.com. I'm hoping Cephas will be there taking care of the office. Um, as I mentioned, right now the only book that's available is the Life's Three Most Important Questions, and I would encourage you to support this mission by getting a copy of that book. I think it's like 13, 14 bucks. I believe it's a good book. It'll challenge you and it'll ask you three important questions. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. Support this mission. If you're benefiting from this mission right now, you know what? I'm going through some really challenging times myself because of some poor decisions. And two things that I might bring up in this episode too. When you stop gambling, if you don't manage your money source, and if you don't get an accountability system, program established immediately, you're heading down the wrong path. Don't even think about trying to quit gambling. It's not going to work. In fact, I talk about this in the new improved gambling addiction breakthrough academy. Yeah, I see you, but I'm not going to let you bother me. Subscribe to the tribe. Once again, we're going to be here on Sundays for sure at 4 p.m. So let's get into this. The reason why I'm bringing this up about the pursuit of excellence is because Jim asked me to bring this up. So we are going to get into this. But before I do, I want to acknowledge you guys. Pat, welcome to the program. Jim, Rafael Vargas is in the house. Okay. It's so hard when I get my paycheck, it's automatic thing. I have to play the lottery or go to the casino. Well, Rafael, do you have a choice there, my friend? Do you think about what you're sharing with us? Do you have a choice there? I'm going to hit hard tonight in this program because we are talking about the pursuit of excellence. Now, I'm going to share, but before I do, I want to see if I get some questions. By the way, thank you, Rafael, for sharing. Pat, welcome to the program. Jim, you motorized bicycles. You got to check out YouTube if you're in the bicycles. Hopefully, we'll get at least 25 or 30 or 40 people on this episode tonight because I believe this is going to be a good topic that we're talking about here. By the way, I should have mentioned this, support this mission. If you're benefiting from what we're doing here worldwide, I'm going to encourage you to support this mission financially. I need your support. Not for me, because I can make things happen. Yes, I'm in a situation right now that I didn't really encounter. I wasn't prepared for it, but that's okay. This mission has to go forward. I got to continue to get the message out there because you need support, you need encouragement until you can get on your own 2 feet and do it yourself. And I promise to be here. I promise to help those of you that want to help yourselves because I've already conquered this. I've already conquered gambling. Gambling's under my feet. Um, I can laugh at problem gambling today. I know that's not, for some of you, it might be hard to say, but I can actually laugh because I defeated it. And I'm going to show you how to defeat it if you want it, if indeed you want, and more, and more. So I'm taking on questions. Sam, welcome to the program. Nice to see you. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is in the house. Let me see. I'm about to read something here that I found in the Google dictionary about the word excellence. Okay, because we're gonna discuss what it means because you know this program, this movement, Soldiers of Self Mastery, is really this is really a movement to help you um, recognize who you can be, who you can be, who you can't, who you are. That's what this program is really about. It's not about selling books. It's not about selling coaching. It's not even about gambling. This program, this movement is about helping you get to that next level. And believe me, it's going to take some work. This is actually the pursuit of excellence. Now, I can tell you, if you don't want the pursuit of excellence, you're going to come here and you're going to drop off immediately because we're talking about work. We're talking about a lot of things here. We're going to bring some of this up. Let me see. So if you have a question, post it in the chat because I'm fully focused here with you, my friend. I truly want to help you. I want to interact with you. I'm going to challenge you. I want you to challenge me. And, you know, in life, we're going to make mistakes. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to be scared. We're going to be afraid. We're going to stumble. We're going to say the wrong thing. We're going to be at the wrong place at the right time or at the wrong time. It's going to happen. And the better that we're prepared, the better that we understand these things, life is going to get tougher. I'm looking at a world today that is very challenging, especially for people that are honest, people that are out there trying to make an earnest living. It's becoming more challenging for us. As I said, especially if we're in the field of sales. Um, so I see to do you. Jim says to do better, to become better, to choose better. Why not choose this? Well, unfortunately, Jim, there should be there should be a lot more people on this episode, but they're not. And maybe they began to heard me talk about the pursuit of excellence. Sadly, Jim, the truth is that some people today can't even pursue excellence anymore because your mind is so clouded because your situation is so challenging. So you may not even be able to pursue excellence anymore. That's the truth. If you can pursue excellence, if you can make a difference, if you know that you can make a difference in your life, for sure, go for it while you can. Because I'll tell you, let me read some statistics about panic. By the way, this is the dictionary meaning of excellence, not the pursuit of excellence, but this is the dictionary meaning of the word excellence. It's the quality of being outstanding or extremely good or superior at something. It's performing at a level far above what the average person is able to give to that particular skill or situation. Now, I don't I don't claim to be I claim to be Santos. I talk about my problems, I talk about my challenges, I talk about my winnings today. I'm not here to impress you. I'm not here to try to impress anybody because I don't have, there's not much to impress upon others. But if I can help you believe in yourself, if I can help you overcome an area in your life, if I can help you see a better vision of your life, this pursuit of excellence, if I can help you see it in your life, I've done my job. And I work at this, man. I'm telling you, this is something that I work at. You know, Grant Cardone, I don't know if you know who Grant Cardone is. You probably heard of him. He calls it the 10X rule. That's what he calls the pursuit of excellence. He doesn't say it, but as I listened to him and read some of his material, I, I can tell that his title for pursuit of excellence is the 10X rule. Ty Lopez, it's all about knowledge. Les Brown, becoming creative and persistent. Soldiers of self mastery, that's what I call pursuing excellence. And I mean, we'll never get there 100%. We're talking about life, we're talking about mind, we're talking about business, we're talking about family, we're talking about health. This is freaking work, my friends. And I can tell you, there's not too many people that are going to be willing to take this challenge on. I've been struggling, man. I've been struggling. I've been taking this challenge on in my own life. I've never really said the pursuit of excellence. I'm glad that Jim brought it up. But the truth is, that's what I strive for every single day. Do I fail? Do I falter? Do I make mistake? Do I fall into sin? Of course I do. But you don't stay there. That's part of the pursuit of excellence. So, I mean, there's many people that you can look up to. And by the way, you know somebody that's real close to you that might be that you can look at. There's a lot of things around you that you can look at. There's people that you can look at. We make excuses about a lot of stuff. Listen to the statistics. This is New Harbinger. Newharbinger.com says that it is estimated between 1 to 2% of the general population will suffer panic disorder. What does this have to do with the pursuit of excellence? It has a lot to do with it. You suffer panic disorder in any given year. Now, approximately 5% of the population, there's a difference, right? The general population and the population, 5% of the population will experience panic disorder at some point in their lives. It's information from newharbinger.com. What happens if you're not in the pursuit? I mean, what happens if you begin the pursuit of excellence? Could you become panicked? My friend, in this world that we live in today, think about it. Expand your map. Expand. Remember earlier I said relax and you got me preaching. I'm going to get to some questions because I see some activity here, but I'm going to get to this. Expand your mind. Open your horizons with me. Let me tell you, going forward, unless we become more creative, unless we become hungry, I'm already giving, if you're not hungry for excellence in your life, it's going to be mediocre. You're going to continue to suffer. You're going to go backwards because one of the biggest things that we need today is businesses, is health and business, money. Money. I've fallen into a trap where when I stopped gambling, I never really secured my financial. I got comfortable. I let things go. I didn't have a strong accountability, so I took things for granted. Yeah, I stopped gambling, but now I'm dealing with the aftermath of all the stuff that I've done. And if you're not careful, I talk about these two major things, money and accountability, in the new Breakthrough Academy that's coming out in another week or two. The new improved addiction gambling Breakthrough Academy. Two major things, and if you don't get these right, I've already mentioned it, you're not going to go. Whatever you start is going to fall apart. You got to secure your finances, and you got to have an accountability that's second to none. And I tell you, man, it has to be honest. There has to be integrity. You don't have to look far into the world. You don't have to look far. You know what's going on. So, anyways, let me get to some questions here. I see Wilson. Welcome to the program. Thank you. Um, Raphael says, I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and financially is one of them now. That hurts. I hear you. I'm in the same place, very much the same place. But we're not going to stay there, and we're not going to panic. Remember, I read about the statistics of people panicking. That's what happens. See, when you pursue excellence in your life, you don't got time to panic. You're gonna look for the solution. Yeah, you can see fear, man. You're gonna see the shit. You're going to see it, and you got to look at it for what it is. But you don't stay there. You look beyond. We're going to talk a little bit more. So I really want to thank Jim for bringing up this subject. Let me see. We've got a couple. I'm reading the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Mind blowing. Stephen Covey. Yep. Of course, he's passed away. So, hey, you got to be plugged in into something that's feeding your spirit. Alone, you'll fall. Like they say, divided, you will not stand. Together we stand, divided we fall. That's why I invite people to subscribe to this movement, the Soldiers of Self-Mastery. Subscribe to the tribe, turn on your notifications. In fact, we have an email that goes out once or twice a week now, and you can learn and you can grow with us. That's what we're doing. A lot of free stuff too. So you can save those emails, you can share them with people, you can support this mission. We're helping people around the world, right? And truly, man, only the strong are going to survive going forward. It's getting more difficult, my friends. It's getting more challenging. If you're an addict struggling with something in your life, today's the day, man. It's not a coincidence that you're watching this video, this program. It's not a coincidence. Today's the day for you to say, you know what? I'm done with this bullshit, man. I can't hang with this anymore. I don't have to. I don't have to believe a lie. I can plug into something bigger than myself. You can do it, man. If I can, you can. So that's good that you're reading. Yumoto says, I think it is a conscientious effort and awareness of how things are and how you can improve. You got to take inventory, right? Right now, there's been some people that have come on this program. They got a little bit of inventory. They got a little bit of a prick. They didn't like what they heard and they went away. It's not for them. Those of you that are still hanging out, there's something that you are benefiting from this program, I'm encouraging you to come again Sunday. I'm encouraging you to comment. I'm encouraging you to share this video with somebody that you know this can help. And we grow together, man. You know, we grow together. So can we build can we build a better you, considering your circumstances where you may find, you might be homeless. You might be homeless. You're catching this episode on your phone. I don't know where you're at. In these times that we live in, I mean, how do we, how can we pursue excellence? How can we pursue excellence? How can we get ourselves to that next level? How can we push ourselves? How? Anybody got some clues how we can do that? Anybody clues? Raphael, Wilson, Jim, Sam, Pat, any clues? How do we do this in this in this broken world of tragedy and lies and confusion and people conniving, people trying to steal from, just taking it outright, taking advantage of people? How do we pursue excellence? How can you pursue excellence? What does it mean to you to pursue excellence? What does it mean? Because it's not going to mean the same for me, right? Castillo, Wilson Castillo from Delaware. Oh yeah, I see you, my brother. Hey, you know what? I'm going through the ringer, man. I'm experiencing some shit in my life right now. Doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. Doesn't at all. And I tell you what, I don't want you to feel sorry from anybody. I don't want you to feel sorry. You know what? I'm telling you something, an experience, but I'm not going to stay here. I choose to make my day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. Wow, Santos, how do you keep up your, you know what? Because I'm hungry, man. I'm hungry. I'm determined. I'm like the lion, man. I'm determined to go after what I want. What is it that I want? Help people, help you realize that you're capable of doing the same shit I'm doing. We don't have to live in defeat. Yeah, I've made some poor choices. I made some bad choices. I've lost a lot of money. Yes. But guess what? I don't have to stay here, right? I learn. I can teach you something. Focus on your money. Have an accountability. That is a big aspect of the pursuit of excellence, is to secure those two things. Because if you don't, you're going to cause shipwreck. You're going to, you know what? You're going to have an accident. And that accident might be fatal. And you know what fatal is? I'm talking about figuratively, man. When you hurt your finances, when you lose everything, it's easy to go into panic mode. It's easy to begin to become depressed and crawl into a hole, and or start using gambling again. You say, what's the use? You throw your hands in the air. What's the use? No, my friend. So you're asking me, I'm being honest with you. I'm going to make every day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top. I got a mission, right? I got a mission here. I got people. I got a message. Am I going to give up because times are rough, because I can't, I'm having an issue financially? Heck no. This mission's going to go forward, man. So you ask me how I'm doing, that's how I'm doing. And by the way, don't feel sorry for anybody. Don't even feel sorry for yourself. You know why? Because that's a total waste of time. It's a waste of your life, and it's a total bullshit. You never waste your energy on feeling sorry for people. You better yourself. If you can support this mission, you give $5, $2, $30, whatever, right? You support the mission. But you know how you're going to support me is when I see your comments, when I see your activity on my video saying, you know what, Santos, you said something. Santos, you inspired me to inspire myself. I don't need you anymore, Santos. Oh man, you broke my heart now. Hey, that's the truth, right? I'm not going to win a popularity contest. I'm not going to be here forever. But man, you got to pursue excellence in your life. You have to while you can. While you can, you have to. You must. All right, my friends. What do we got? We're getting ready to end this program here. Let me see. Sam says, I started to believe in myself to turn my life around. Self belief, another form. It's another form of the pursuit of excellence. Let me say something. If you truly want to pursue, let me see, how did Raphael says, how to deal with someone that's on drugs, especially if they are a family member. Oh, man, you have to deal with it. You know, my wife said to me one day, and I listened, it sank in. I didn't hear it, I listened to it. You got to learn to pick your battles. And sometimes if you pick the wrong battle because you really didn't think about it, you end up getting beat up bad. So you got to work with what you have where you are. And I'm not here to tell you what you need to do with your situation because honestly, you're not going to listen to me anyways. You're not. You're going to listen to yourself. So you have to ask yourself the question, what's best in my situation? What should I do, right? What should you do in your situation? That's what you got to answer. For me, it would be different. You know, how would I answer that situation? Well, it would be, you know, the way I need to handle it, right? At the time. You handle it as best as you can, the way it needs to be handled at that moment. That's my answer, I guess, at this point. Um, keep doing God's work, Santos. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. So, you know, we've been talking about you know the pursuit of excellence, and we've talked about how you can easily panic when things don't go, you know, when things don't go your way. It's easy to be positive. It's easy to be great when everything is good, right? The money's coming in, people are they're joking with you, right? You're not getting any thumbs down. People aren't criticizing you. People aren't calling you a fraud and a fake, right? That's all good, man. But what happens when people start doing all that bullshit? What happens if you get your YouTube channel shut down? You know, it's always good to plan ahead, but it's always good to be prepared because sometimes the opportunity can show up, a negative opportunity can show up. And if you're not prepared, you're not going to be able to deal with it. It's better to be prepared and not have the opportunity show up, whether it's a positive opportunity or a negative opportunity. It's always better to be prepared. Now that this is something that you must do every day. I don't have it down. I can't say that I day by day. Somebody said, Santos, how long you been clean, man? How many days you been sober? Well, how does it matter how many days? What matters is that I've made a decision, and in my mind, I've already conquered gambling. Today, by the end of the day, I can look back and say I didn't gamble today. It doesn't matter how many. It's today. You know, it's tomorrow when it shows up. The past is the past, man. You can't change. I don't care if you got 5 years. I remember I went almost 3.5 years without gambling one time. Of course, I didn't have the mindset that I have today either. After being in a program, I fell back to the casinos, man. But today's a whole different story. When you marry the decision, when you're married to your decision of no more, or you drew the line, you you may fall even from there a couple times, but I guarantee you, it it, it it won't be a lot of falls because once your mind is made up, your mind is made up, brother. You're gonna conquer that thing, whatever it may be. That's the way I look at it. I don't have a problem with temptation. I don't have a problem with triggers. Sure, those things happen, but I don't have a problem with them. Today, I conquer day by day. That's the way you got to look at it. You got to conquer your life. You got to conquer your mind day by day. Tomorrow, we can plan. We can do all of these great things, and we should. But if you don't start today, tomorrow may not come. You got to hunger. How do you do this? How are you going to pursue your own excellence? Laura says dealing with someone on drugs, Santos really can help them. They must want to change. Exactly, Laura. Want to, the desire. I've been technical difficulties trying to send super chat gift. I don't get anything on the super chat gifts. I don't know. Honestly, I see people posting a few numbers, but I don't get anything. If you want to send a love gift to the mission, just go to soldiersofselfmastery.com. It's a very secure site. You can give with a debit card. You can pay with PayPal, or you can even ask me for my address. I don't have anything to hide from people. What you give goes towards this mission to help pay for the this ministry is what it does. So I mean, if you want to support me monthly, yeah, you're looking at about 5 to 10 grand a month. So, anyways, that's where we're at, my friend, and even more than that because we're living in California. So, have I ever participated in Gamblers Anonymous? No, I used to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. I don't know if you're asking me that, but we can get overwhelmed with so many things. We have to write things down, prioritize and plan and act and persist. That's where panic comes in. When we start thinking about excellence of life, we're talking about business, we're talking about health, you're talking about your mindset, you're talking about relationships, you're talking about friends, and then you're talking about everyday experiences that just pop up out of nowhere sometimes. It can be overwhelming. That's why the pursuit of excellence has to mean something to you. You have to really hunger it. It has to become an obsession, or else you'll just live a mediocre life. As long as you're just getting along, like somebody said, and I hope that I don't offend you, but this is the truth. You may be just living and just basically waiting to die. I mean, you're living every day, but you're just waiting to die. I thought about that. Somebody told me that the other day, and I thought, wow, man, am I living just to die? Or am I living to do something, to make an impact, to leave something, even if it's small? I consider Soldiers of Self Mastery pretty big. In fact, it frightens me because sometimes I don't even know where I'm going with all of this. I just make videos and let Cephas, my partner, do the rest of the work. Well, he helps a lot too. So, I'm having fun. I'm having fun because I'm training my mind. But let me tell you something: the consequences of years of problem gambling and making bad decisions can be very, very destructive. Can be it can break you down. It can put you in panic mode every day. The truth. Get out while you're ahead. Get out. I mean, if you're just starting your gambling journey or your addiction journey or whatever it is that you're and you can get out of there right now, get out of there, man. Get out. Don't wait to be in the position where your family's lost and your business is lost, and then I'm telling you, my friend, there's people on here that can tell you the truth. Don't play next to the fire. Don't swim in the river of denial, because guess what? You're gonna fall. You're gonna fall, my friend. All right, that's enough preaching today. All right, what do we got? Laura shares a little bit there. Hey, Dexron says I'm lost, but you could be found, my friend. You could be found. It's how bad you want it, my friend. You can find yourself. You can make a decision and find yourself, Dexron. I don't know what your situation is. It could be very hard right now. Well, how much harder do you want it to get? I'm going to challenge you, my friend. You can do it. You can do it. Get out of there. Thank you. Hey, Sam, thank you for agreeing with me. And by the way, I'm sending shout outs to those of you that have been supporting this mission. There's been a few of you that have supported the mission financially. My shout out to you. You know who you are. You may be on this episode. You may not be. I thank you for your support. Continue the little bit. And like I said, the only book right now that's available at Amazon, you can purchase it. I think it's like 13, 14 bucks. Supports the mission. Life's 3 Most Important Questions. It's an easy read. It's a good book. We're remastering the Little Red Book. It's no longer going to be the Little Red Book. It's going to be something a lot bigger and a lot better. I think we've got another week or two before that project is completed. And I'm going to double check my work this time. Believe me, the Gambling Breakthrough, Addiction Breakthrough Academy is being revised. It's being revamped from the floor up. I'm not taking any chances. I'm not pulling any punches. I'm going to give you the truth. It's going to take you from A to Z. If you're serious about wanting to crush that thing and get it underneath your feet, and it's going to start out at about $297. It's not going to be at $197. In fact, it's going to go up to $497. But I guarantee you results. I guarantee you, you take that thing in and you work that thing and you work the program, the guideline, and the videos. I guarantee you your success wherever you are, my friend. Wherever you are. I'll leave you with that. That's going to be coming here also. So the Gambling Academy has been shut down for a couple of weeks now for a total revamp, man. Got to do what you got to do when you grow, right? Like I'm pursuing excellence, and I'm just going to keep doing it. Keep doing it, man. Am I failing? I want to use the F word, to be honest with you. I'm failing, but I'm learning. I'm failing, but I'm getting up. I'm failing, but I'm making my day super fantastic, terrific, and over the top in spite of and because of. I'm failing, but I'm going forward. And just like Jim says, maybe this is my pursuit of excellence, man. And hopefully I've been able to inspire you today to think about your pursuit of excellence in your life. And it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you time. It's going to cost you failing and losing. But guess what? If you stay plugged into a system, if you stay plugged into a book, if you stay plugged into an individual that you know can help you get there faster, it's going to save you time, it's going to save you money, and it's going to save you some knots on your head. You know, there was one time that I literally saw this guy banging his head. It might have been a woman banging her head on a wall, like a brick wall. How stupid and how foolish. Back then, I didn't understand why she was doing it, right? That person's in pain, looking for a relief mechanism of some sort, hitting her head, or it might have been a him. But I remember, I thought, I don't remember exactly where that was, but I saw something very similar. The individual was just ridiculous. Or maybe that person was just hitting himself, punching himself. So, man, I got off track here, didn't I? Not really. Psych. By the way, we're changing the name of this program to Interactive Sunday Self-Empowerment Program. Interactive Self-Empowerment with Santos Rolon Jr. You got to say the R, Rolon Jr. All right? I'm good, man. All right, my friends, we're getting ready to wind down. Let me see. I see a few people have come back. Some have gone. Oh, man, I don't know how many people I offended today, but I probably did. Hey, it is what it is, man. I want to be challenged too. I've had a few tough years with gambling recently. I'm starting to come out of the delusion. Good for you, Joe. Good for you, man. Stay with us. Stick with this mission. Subscribe to the tribe. You're only going to get. Come back. Don't break my heart. Come back Sunday at 4 p.m., okay? And maybe I'll talk in this high-pitched voice like Barry Gibb. Remember Barry Gibb of the Bee Gees? More than a woman. All right. Let me see. You got to have some fun, my friends. Emma, welcome to the program. We're coming down to the end of the program. We have to get off the program. We got to get off some program, right? Eventually, you don't have to watch this program anymore because you're so strong that you've got your own program. That's the key, man. I don't want anybody dependent on this program. This is just like a training ground for you. I told my daughter and I tell my wife and my granddaughter that our home, okay, we don't own anything on this planet. We're just renting here. To be honest, we're going to leave here. We're going to go through a final door. But while you're there, your home is your boot camp. That's your training ground. You can do all kinds of amazing things with your children there. I know it's hard. Most of them don't want to listen. Stand your ground. It, your work, when you're in your car, that could be a boot camp for you. It is for me, right? You can learn some very valuable things while you're driving your car. You can learn some very valuable things while you're at home cooking or talking to your spouse or your children. It's the way you look at life, man. So, all right. Hey, Laura says I met John Travolta. Yeah. Saturday Night Fever or Saturday Night Alive. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. Rafael says, how come casinos and lotteries promote if someone has a gambling problem? Well, they're business. They don't feel sorry. See, exactly why I said you don't feel sorry for people. Those businesses don't feel sorry for you. They'll take everything you got, and even if it's your rent money, they'll take it from you. And guess what? They can watch you on cameras, cry, and walk out of there defeated. Are they going to give you a check for your rent? Heck no. They don't give a shit. They don't care. That's a business. So, you can take the man out of the casino. The man will go back into the casino or the lottery ticket or the sports bets or the bookies, whatever it is that you do. You might roll dice. That's how I started around 14, playing with the older guys, right? The guys get punched in the face and stuff for having fake dice. It was pretty bad sometimes. Whatever it is. Anyways, I'm losing my train of thought here. You have to take the casino out of the man, okay? You have to take the lottery tickets out of the man or out of the woman. That is work. That takes work. But I did it. You know, who am I? I'm just a soldier of self-mastery. I'm just a philosopher of everyday victorious living. See, why am I saying these things? Because I'm creating the person that I want to be. Are you there, Santos? Somewhat. In my mind, I believe. It's easier for me to get through times of darkness. It's easier for me to go through difficulties. It's easier for me to go through temptations. It's easy for me to, when I get triggers, it's easy. I'm doing something, I must be doing something right, right? I just keep it going, man. I keep feeding, man. I keep feeding I'm like the Cookie Monster on Sesame Street, right? I just keep feeding on those. I keep eating the good cookies, man. Thanks for your time. It's good to have someone that's been there to help us who are there. You can get out, my friend. You can get out. And now's the time to do it, man, while you're still breathing. Now's the time to do it, because if you don't, you're going to crash. And like I said, you may end up in the hospital. People lose their minds. People are on prescription drugs, alcohol, and then they're just gambling to the max, stealing from, oh man, it's just a disaster. I don't even like thinking about it anymore. Pat says, I must be insane to continue to hurt myself. Well, you're not insane. You got a habit, and you gotta break that habit. The way you're going to break that habit is by establishing a new one. You got to create a better vision for yourself. See, you're not looking, you have to look at, Pat, you have to look at a better, think about it. If you sat down with yourself 5 minutes, just 5 minutes a day, a couple times a week, and you began to look at your future, what could be your best future for yourself? You got to, this is what you got to do. In fact, this works even more potent and more faster than going into a program for 45 days, because you still got to retrain your mind in those programs. But when you retrain your mind very powerfully and effectively, it's almost as if your body's already experiencing the physical thing, because your mind doesn't know the difference between an experienced act, something that you actually have gone through, or something that you imagine. If you sit down and you imagine it, you imagine it enough, your body will begin to accept it almost as if you've already experienced it. It makes your life a lot easier to overcome the difficulties. You see what I'm getting at here? You can use your mind to visualize. You can sit down for 5 or 10 minutes every single day. And this is going to be my call to action to you. because this is where we're headed. You can sit down with yourself and visualize. Close your eyes, relax. Tell yourself, hey, relax, relax. Put some good music in the background. Turn off the lights if you have to. Close your eyes and use your imagination, and your body will begin to respond. But again, it's a discipline. How many of you will do this? I don't know. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. I get feedback from people that are doing this, and they tell me, yeah, it works, man. I'm doing it. I'm using it. It's helping me out on my job. It's helping me with my clients. You got to find your mojo. You got to find your mojo. I can provide some water, but you're going to have to drink. You're going to have to drink. All right, my friends. Change your paradigm. Emma says, change your paradigm. Find tools to reprogram your mind. Self-talk. Get in front of the mirror. Take notes. I tell you right here, this program, if you sat here for this whole program and you didn't take any notes, shame on you. You could have taken some good notes for yourself. And then you could reflect. You know, you're not that smart. If you can hold everything in your mind and your superpower, okay, then I got to give it to you. But you're not that smart, my friend. You got to write things down. Okay? Face your fears. Study. You know, learn about what's going on in our world. Learn a little bit about artificial intelligence. Learn about your brain. Learn about how your brain deceives you. Learn about all of these things. Keep coming back to this program. You know, hopefully I've done some good here today. Start small and do one thing and work it. One victory will give you confidence in going for another, and the momentum will drive you into positive spiral upwards. Yeah, you're creating a habit. You start small. See, you're replacing the old habit. You don't try to stop the habit. That's old school. Empower your strengths. Focus on what you want to do. You're not doing it. Okay, and then say you're going to focus so much energy on that you're going to just forget about the other shit. That's what you do, man. Trade habits. Trade energies. But again, you got to be hungry. You got to want something in life. If you're not hungry enough, then you haven't found what it is that you honestly want yet. And you're going to have to dig deeper and ask yourself, man, what is it that I honestly want? That's why I offer that little book, the Life's 3 Most Important Questions. Who are you? You know, what is it that you honestly want? And is your plan going to get you there? That's what that book deals with. And you can get it at soldiersofselfmastery.com. All right, my friend, in your program, will you teach me how? Pat. Of course I'm going to teach you how, Pat. Of course, I'm going to tell you the truth. Listen, if I can get free from gambling, if I can not gamble every single day now for the rest of my life, why couldn't you do it? If I'm doing it, if I've done it, could I show you how to do it? Of course I can. I do offer coaching. That's an investment. I offer videos. I offer my books. You know, and you can get help from anybody. I mean, if somebody's really willing to help. The thing is that honestly, most people out there, talk a lot of shit. They talk a lot of bullshit. They do. And it's the truth, man. So you got to find people that have integrity. You got to find people that are honest, people that are on the path. And those people are not just going to give up their time. They're out there trying to earn a living. You got to think about that. If you're going to feed a casino $1,000 a month or more, and you want to get out of the predicament that you're in faster, permanently, hire a coach. You know, sacrifice that money, pay a coach. Hey, get me out of this. Help me. You got to want it. And believe me, if you spend $1,000, you must want it, right? You're not just going to give $1,000 or $5,000, because some coaches will charge you a lot more to help you get there in 2 or 3 months. They're already there. They know how to do it. They'll give you the shortcuts. They'll help you. That's what it's all about. All right. So I'm reading his book again. It helps. Thank you. That book might be off the shelves now if it is, because one of my books had a lot of mistakes in it. I pulled it off the shelf. Laura says he's full of fantastic advice. Thank you, Laura. I'm glad that you didn't say that I'm full of shit. Thank you for that one. I'm in your program. Will you teach me? There's many ways. Like I said, you can go to soldiersofselfmastery.com. There's a lot of free material. We do give a free consultation, but I'm only working. I'm honest with you guys. I'm only willing to work with people that are hungry, people that are serious, people that are going to be committed. And that's it. I'm not going to waste your time, and I'm not going to waste mine. So I got to tell it like it is. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tonight on this episode, and I truly hope that you've learned something. I hope that you walked away with something, because Monday's coming, right? Tomorrow's a new day. Hey, we can be positive and all this stuff today, Sunday, but come tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 7, you got to work, or you got to run your business, right? You better get that smile on. You better get your super fantastic, terrific, over the top, in spite of and because of mindset on, too. So, all right, my friends, I read the Bible. I pray. I do not belong to a church. I don't claim any religion. I read the Bible, the King James Bible, and I promote the Bible. If you know me, if you follow me on Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram, I put a quote every single day. I put a verse up in all my channels that I can. Put one verse every single day, every morning. It's part of my 15-minute mornings Breakfast of Champions routine. Hey, if I can do what I'm doing, there's no excuse. People talk a lot of stuff. They talk a lot of stuff, but they're not doing. Well, the reason why you're failing is because you're not doing. You're not doing. And doesn't mean that I'm perfect. And I'm just telling you, this is the truth, man. I'm going to keep going forward no matter what. No matter what. So, all right, my friends, Dexron, Jim, Sam, Raphael, Laura, Pat, Wilson, and all the other invisible people that were on the program tonight. Let me see. Make sure. Emma. All right. Joe. I got him. Sam. I want to thank each and every one of you guys. I'll see you here on Sunday. You know what? Bring your brain and bring somebody that you know is hurting. Bring them back on Sunday. Plug them into the, subscribe to the tribe. All right, I've talked too much. My mouth is dry. I got to drink some water. Peace through strength. I salute you. I'll see you on my next episode. I may have my glasses on.